Cain, not a hero, not a king, not a redemption story wrapped neatly with a bow. I am the first son, the first brother, the first murderer, and this is how jealousy grew louder than love. My name is Cain, son of Adam, son of Eve. You know my parents. They once walked with God in a garden called Garden of Eden. They lost it, and I was born to the world east of it. My mother said when I was born, with the help of the Lord, I have brought forth a man. I was hope, the first cry of humanity outside paradise. My brother came later, Abel. Soft-spoken, keeper of sheep. I worked the soil, hands in dirt, sweat in my eyes, trying to force food out of cursed ground. The earth did not yield easily. Nothing did. One day we both brought offerings to the Lord. Abel brought fat portions from the firstborn of his flock. I brought fruits of the soil, work of my hands, effort and labor. The smoke rose. And God looked with favor on Abel and his offering, but not on mine. No thunder, no explanation written in the sky. Just favor on him. Silence over me. And something dark shifted inside my chest. I wish I could tell you it happened slowly. It didn't. It was quick, sharp, hot. Jealousy feels like injustice when you're the one ignored. God spoke to me. He didn't ignore me. He confronted me. Why are you angry? Why is your face downcast? Because you chose him. Because I worked just as hard. Because I am the firstborn. Because I deserve it. But he said, if you do what is right, will you not be accepted? But if you do not do what is right, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it. Crouching like an animal, waiting. I felt it. I knew I had a choice. I could master it, or feed it. I fed it. Abel, let's go out to the field. Simple sentence. Heavy intention. The field was quiet. No witnesses, no parents, no altar. Just us. My brother. He trusted me. That detail still echoes. He trusted me. Anger roared louder than conscience. And I struck him. The first human blood spilled by human hands. My hands. The ground I worked so hard now swallowed my brother's life. The soil drank him. And something inside me shattered. But pride held my mouth closed. God came again. Where is your brother, Abel? I knew. But I said, I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper? Sarcasm in the face of God. Bold for someone covered in guilt. And he said words that still tremble through history. Your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Blood has a voice, and heaven hears it. I was cursed from the ground I loved. The soil would no longer yield for me. I would be a restless wanderer. I feared death. Ironically, the man who killed feared being killed. God placed a mark on me, not to shame me publicly, but to protect me from revenge, judgment and mercy at the same time. I left. Further east, further from the garden, further from innocence. I built a city, started a lineage. Life continued. But something was broken in humanity from that day forward. Jealousy had crossed into violence. Comparison had turned into bloodshed. And it started with a worship. That is the haunting part. We were bringing offerings, standing before God. And instead of fixing my heart, I targeted my brother. God did not reject me without warning. He warned me before I acted. He named the danger. He gave me a choice. Sin crouches quietly. It doesn't kick down the door. It waits to be invited. Jealousy whispers, you deserve more. Anger whispers, they took what's yours. Pride whispers, you are right. And if you let those whispers grow, they become screams, then actions, then consequences you cannot undo. I could not call Abel back from the soil. I could not unsay my defiance. I could not undo the field. My final reflection. I am remembered for one moment, one decision, one act. That is how powerful unchecked anger can be. You may never lift a weapon, but envy can still wound. Bitterness can still divide. Resentment can still poison love. When God confronts your anger, listen. When he warns you about what crouches at your door, do not entertain it. Master it before it masters you. And if you ask, am I my brother's keeper? The answer is yes. Yes, you are. I was Cain, firstborn, farmer, brother, murderer, marked. And proof that sin, when left unchecked, grows faster than any crop.